The first card you have for your past is the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit obviously is all by himself, very, very calm, very peaceful. And I think this feels very, very calm. It's a bit like the calm after the storm, actually. I don't think it was a horrible storm. I'm not seeing a great big terrible thing and then the calm. It actually feels busy. It feels positive but busy. That's what the storm feels like to me. Lots of activity. Very, very positive. It feels like a visit or something like that. Very hectic though. I'm seeing a lot of people talking to you. And I think you just got back from all that, and it feels like you got back from that hectic time. You've got things ahead of you, but you just didn't want to get straight into that. You just wanted to have a little bit of in between time. That's what I think this was. And I think you're actually really inspired by what happened on this trip, or just how you felt. Actually, no, it's more about how you felt than what you saw or things that you heard, or it's all about feelings. That's what I'm getting in this card. Lots and lots of feelings. So it's like, that's all over. I'm back. I want to start moving forward, but I really have to just think first. It feels as if you really wanted to make a lot of changes in your life because of how you felt. And it feels like after this trip or this visit or whatever this was, I'm seeing lots of people all the time, lots of action. You felt very, very different after this. A bit introspective, like this Hermit. This is about feelings. It's all about, I think from now on, I think you're thinking something like, from now on, things are going to be different. Good, different. It feels different. Everything just feels very, very different. The energy changed. That's what I'm getting. So if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling like, I just feel so different, the energy's changed. That's what I'm getting. That you're right about that. This is more like, it's not, again, it's more about feeling than thinking. It's not like you're sitting there saying, okay, I'm having this break, I'm going to plot things and plan everything out logically. It's not like that. It's kind of like emotional and spiritual thinking, not logical thinking. It was like you knew things were going to be different, and I think you might have been looking into yourself for signs, feelings, indications of which direction you wanted to go in. I think you had something you really wanted to do, and you might have been looking into how you were going to do that. If this is you, absolutely follow these instincts. Follow every sign you can see if it feels positive to you. I think you know that. I think you're very intuitive. So keep on following that. Keep on doing that. I feel as if I have to tell you this. You'll be shown where to go. You'll be shown where to go and what to do. This is leading you to something very, very, very positive. Very positive. I can see that. So keep on walking in the direction that you feel you need to go in. Not so much that where you think you need to go, but where you think you need to go. So I hope that makes sense to someone. That's what that's showing me. Okay, so the next card you have your past, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, again, this Queen's about intuition, emotion, going with the feelings, going with the flow of your feelings. And yeah, again, she's very contemplative. She's by herself, sitting there. Now, there's something else here, and I think I saw this in your last reading. I'm seeing quite an interesting... Yeah, this is like an interesting love connection. I'm not sure whether you're actually together. I don't know what stage you're at. It kind of feels very early days. Maybe that's why I can't quite see where you are. I don't know whether you're just talking or whether it's early. I don't know. But it does feel very positive. So if you're wondering about this, it feels positive to me. I'm seeing a little bit of conflict. Well, not conflict, but... Okay, I'll try and explain this. There are a lot of emotions here, a lot of love feelings around this love connection. And it's a beautiful feeling. I love this feeling. I'm really picking up on this feeling. It feels like the sun. It just feels like the sun's on you. That's how it feels. You know when you're sitting outside in spring or summer, and you feel the sun on your back and it just feels so warm. It feels like a big warm hug, and you just want to shut your eyes and you want to stay there forever. Absolutely beautiful feeling. That's what that feels like to me, that beautiful love feeling. So if that's how you're feeling, I really hope you are. It's absolutely fantastic. Very, very positive in love. So if you are with someone, or if you're just starting to see someone, it feels absolutely beautiful to me. But that feeling, this is where the conflict is. It might be interfering a little bit with you being able to listen to your inner self and your inner guides, if you believe in guides. So if you're doing something like meditating, or which is what this Hermit's about, and the Queen of Cups can be about that as well. So if you're doing something like meditating, or if you're trying to tap into your intuition, for guidance or whatever, to work out where your path is, try and separate the love feelings from the other feelings. I know it's not easy. I know how hard it is, because I'm just seeing you've got a path ahead of you. It's a really beautiful path. It's leading you in the right direction. It's leading you to a dream, actually. I'm seeing a dream. Now, it should be a straight path, but it's not. It's a winding path. It's kind of a scattered path. It's a bit confusing because you've got all these other kind of thoughts and feelings and everything kind of getting in the way, a bit like interference. So it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to have these feelings, but it might be slowing down what you're able to see in front of you. So I hope that makes sense. I know most people who listen to me, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it is a bit abstract if you don't understand this. But I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so the last card you pass the Ace of Wands. So, passion with this person. If this is a relationship or a love connection, we've got amazing passion here. So, passion and moving forward. This is about you moving forward onto this path as well. So I think once these paths form in front of you, and they're clear paths and they're not as kind of scattered or kind of confusing in your head, once they form, you're going to be like, right, I know where I'm going now. I can see exactly where I need to go, and follow your instincts is going to get you there. It's going to start very, very quickly. You're like, spark of energy. I know what I want to do. I'm really excited. And it's going to start to happen very quickly for you. It's going to lead you to something amazing that you've always wanted to do. That's what I'm seeing. You're very passionate, not just about this person, but about this thing that you want to do. It's some kind of, I don't know if it's a business, it's some kind of creative thing. It's very creative. Now, it comes from you. It comes from your heart. Whatever this is, it comes from your core, your center, your heart. That I can see that very clearly. It's inside of you. And that's what you're trying to tap into in the Hermit card. That's what I'm seeing. It's in there. It's in there. You just need to see it in there. Now, this is really interesting because I just want to say this because it's right inside your heart. Whatever this is, it's completely at your core. And this is fire. This is pure fire. This is the Ace of Wands. And I think working on this thing that's at the heart of you is going to bring you fire, inner passion, and also a sense of inner peace as well. Two things together, inner passion and inner peace. The passion's going to bring you the peace is going to bring you the passion. I hope that makes sense to you. So it's some kind of creative thing. I keep on saying this, creative business thing, or a creative thing that can be turned into a business. That's what's going to take you to where you want to go. Now, if you look at this one, it looks like a match, big, massive match, and it's about to strike, it's about to light a huge flame inside you. And there's this combination of passion and peace. And when I think of passion and peace together, it just makes me think of, Buddhist monks and the robes they wear. They're all about passion and peace because, if you've noticed Buddhist monks, especially in Southeast Asia and places like that, they're always fire colours, red, orange, yellow, more of a saffron really. And they wear these colours because in their heart, that's where the fire is, that's where the truth is, that's where the honesty is. And the robe's a reminder of where their heart is and where their honesty is, and to be honest, and that's where their fire is, that's where the truth is. So that's what that's reminding me of, passion and peace. And yeah, I just wanted to say that because I think it really reflects what's going on inside of you. If this is resonating with you, that's kind of what you're feeling or what you're working toward feeling. And yeah, this is a fantastic reading. I love this so far. Following this thing you love. It's totally in your heart, so you're going to follow this thing. It feels like a dream. It's like a long-held dream, and it'll become a reality if you follow this thing, and especially if you're not distracted by this other passion that's here. So don't get too distracted by that. I think that was in your last reading as well. I remember that. I'm just getting deja vu here, but yes. So follow this. Absolutely follow this thing that you want to follow. It's inside you, right inside there. If this resonates with you. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Seven of Wands, horrible card. Okay, so I don't want you to worry about this. I don't think this is a huge thing. And I think you're probably already aware of what this is about. I'm seeing work around this. It's absolutely not about this work or this thing that's at your heart. That's a completely separate thing from this. This is like a regular job or something you go to. It might even be where you're studying. It's somewhere where you go to every day. I think it's work. I'm getting work here. Now, it feels like envy, jealousy. And I'm seeing numbers. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm seeing numbers. It might be something to do with accuracy. Maybe you're more accurate than someone else, or actually it might also be about pay or money. It's numbers, figures. You've got that, I've got that, you're here, I'm here. So maybe someone knows what you earn. Maybe they think they should be in your position. It's something like that. It's something about numbers, and I don't think that's fair, and I'm jealous. That's what I'm getting. So I've got this feeling that you probably know what this is about. So, obviously this man's stealing, and, he thinks he deserves to have what someone else has, so he's taking it. So, yeah, I think you probably know that this is how someone around you feels. Now, just be a bit careful, because I think they might try a few tricks. I'm actually seeing someone trying to undermine you in some way, and that's why this is coming up, because it's like a warning for you to be aware of something that's about to happen to you. Now, don't worry, it's not terrible, but it's there, and I have to tell you this. Now, you shouldn't have to deal with this kind of rubbish in the workplace, of course. You should just be able to get on with your work, but that's how it is with some of these people sometimes. Believe me, I know, I've been there. So if things escalate with this person, if they try to up their tricks, if they try to undermine you, if they try to do something, someone else is on your side. I'm seeing this. Someone else is supporting you. Someone else is with you. This is quite an influential person, might be a boss. Yeah, they have influence, whoever this is, and they're absolutely by your side. And they're a solid person. They're stable. They're loyal. If you look at this card again, this man's running away. But there are these two swords behind him, and they're kind of stuck into the ground. And to me, these two swords represent you and this influential person. So you can always count on them. They're always standing beside you, like these two swords. They're always stuck in the ground. They're solid. They're in the earth. So you can always count on this person. So I just want you to know that you have someone solid next to you. And keep on talking to this person who's behind you, or who's next to you. This, this influential person, might be a boss or something. Keep talking to them, make them aware of what's happening. They're going to watch out for you, I think, and they're going to keep an eye on this person. So if you know all of that, if that makes sense to you, do that, and just watch out for them to kind of up some tricks. But you do have this person on your side. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Six of Wands. yeah, this is victory. So this thing that's at your heart, once again, it's going to lead you to victory. This is another fire card. This is more passion. So all these cards are showing me this is absolutely going to happen for you. You've got this victory card. The other thing I'm seeing is support. Because this man's up on this horse. He has all these supporters around him. They're all cheering him on, backing him up. Now, there's a little bit of contrast here because you do have people supporting you. But everyone has these other kinds of people, the opposite kind of people, who kind of throw stones, they say nasty things or whatever. Everyone has these people in their lives. You have one in the Seven of Swords. I don't know if this is the same person or other people. But, I think your focus has been a bit on either this nasty person in the Seven of Swords, this jealous person, or on someone else who's a bit like that towards you. And yeah, it's really, really, really easy to get caught up in that kind of thing. And, Scorpio can be really good at standing up for themselves, so in a certain way. And I totally understand that. I'm Aries, so I know all about that. But try not to focus so much on these people, because again, I think that's taking you away from the focus on this thing that you're supposed to be going on. You're on this path, you're going toward this amazing dream. Focus on that. And also focus on the people who support you. They deserve your focus, not these negative people. So that's just something I'm seeing there. It's just like a bit of a skewed focus. It's like you really need to refocus. That's what I'm getting there. So if that resonates with you, you need to refocus. Anyway, so the last card you have, your present, is the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is something else to watch out for. I think you're coming up for a time when this is for couples. What I'm seeing here, in this relationship that you're in, there's going to be a little bit of time apart, a break or something like that. I don't know if you're already on this break, but if you're not, it's coming up for you. I'm seeing a separation. Now, it's not a break in the relationship. It's not that you're taking a break or you're going to break up or anything like that. It's just a physical disconnect. It's for practical reasons. For some reason, you're going to have to be apart from this person. Now, there's definitely this time apart. It's coming up for you if it's not there already. Now, it might affect you emotionally, because what I'm seeing is I think you've been through quite a lot of really horrible things in love. You've been through, I think someone might have cheated on you. I think that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people disappearing, all kinds of horrible things. So this time apart that you have, if this sends your mind into a kind of an imaginary, kind of frenzy where you kind of think, oh, where are they? What are they doing? Who are they with? Are they seeing someone? What's going on? I just want to tell you, I'm not seeing anything to worry about here. There's nothing to worry about. So if you're in a relationship, this looks really, really good. I have to keep on reassuring you of this because you have had all these horrible things happen to you. You need this reassurance. So I'm giving this to you. This looks good. I'm seeing this everywhere in this reading. And, so just use this time that you have apart to kind of, for yourself, to work on your ideas, work on yourself, just to have that time out. This man on this card, you can't see it, I'll pull up so you can see, but it's there. He's got a light bulb around his head. So he's using this time while he's waiting, because he's sitting back and he's waiting, or he's hanging back, I should say, and he's waiting. And he's just using that to think about things, to plan things, to get ideas. So use that time to plan and to get your own ideas. This is a positive time. So think of it as a positive time for yourself, time to work on this amazing thing, because you're going to have to put some work into this. So absolutely don't stress about this. I'm not seeing any problems there. And I want to tell you that because I know when you're apart from someone who you're with, you do get that stress happening because of what's happened in your past, I think. So I just want to reassure you with that card. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So, I keep on seeing this creative thing. Really, really amazing, really fantastic. Now, what I'm seeing is in the Ace of Wands, there's this big, huge spark. and it's set off this amazing flame, and you probably started working on this by now. If not, you will be very soon. Now, this card's all about keep going, keep going. Just put the work in from day after day after day, no matter what you feel like. Because this man, he's put this work into this plant. He's planted the seed, he's watered it every day, he's put the work in day after day after day. Now, there are going to be some times where you don't feel like working on this. There are going to be emotional ups and downs. You're just human, that happens. I get affected by those things as well. I understand that. But regardless of what happens, you're going to have to keep on putting this work in day after day, because you're going to have this big, or you've had this big spark of energy, enthusiasm. You start working on this thing. And of course, with anything, no matter what it is, even if you really love this thing, there comes a time where you can't sustain that high energy. So keep on working day after day, even if you don't feel like it. Do a little thing on this. Do something every day. You know, this man comes up to this plant that he's kind of planted. He waters it every day. He nurtures it every day. The plant doesn't know how the man's feeling. The plant doesn't go, oh, you're feeling a bit sad today. Oh, well, I'll be okay then. No. If the man doesn't come and water the plant every day, it will die, regardless of how the man is feeling. So regardless of how you're feeling, at least do a little thing toward this every day. This is about slow momentum. You've had the spark, but you can't keep on doing this. You've just got to keep on being consistent in this and just keep on working. Now, also, this is obviously Pentacles, lots of money. Money is going to come from this thing if you keep on working on this thing. You've got the Ten of Pentacles down there as well, which is a beautiful, big, free flow of money. So keep on going if you're in the middle of this process. And if you're not yet, remember this when you hit this kind of little slump that I'm seeing here. Okay, so the next card you have, you features the Eight of Cups. So yes. Okay. I think while you're on this road, you know, you're heading toward this time, you're heading towards success. This is all going to happen. It could be fast, it could be slow, depends on how much work you put in. But yeah, as time goes past, your lifestyle is probably going to improve. And it might not be that obvious in the beginning, but yeah, as time goes on and things keep improving for you, of course, people are going to see some outside changes in you and in your lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying you're flashy. I'm not saying you're going to go around showing off or anything like that. I don't think you're like that. But it's obvious anyway, even if you're not. But, you know, people around you, family, close friends, they'll notice that change, you know, because you'll be able to do things that you couldn't before. Even little things. People notice those things. Now, again, there are lots of people around you who support you. I'm seeing that in the Six of Wands. But, you know, this process, this path that you go down towards success, it can be a way of sorting people sometimes. You know, you'll be able to tell who's around you for the right reason and who's the opposite. So, yeah, I think you're probably going to end up walking away from some people. Now, the feeling I'm getting is you might have already started doing that without really realizing why that is. You know, you probably dealt with some difficult people. They probably give you a bad feeling. And you've said, no, you know, once I would have put up with this and now I'm not. So if that's been happening already in your life, that's you preparing for this change, for this success, whether you realize it or not. So if that's been happening to you, that's been preparing you.